There is a current trend, or maybe it's not even that current, I think it's maybe been going on for about a year or so, of people buying digicams, old pocket point and shoot cameras, and you know, waxing lyrical and being really nostalgic about how great the pictures are, or how convenient they are, and the escape from using a phone for your photos and actually using a cheap digital camera. And what that's done is it's pushed the market price of so many old cheap cameras, it's pushed the price up. And you'll see a video on YouTube today saying, oh, I bought this for $100, and then you go onto eBay and they're $300 because the demand seems to have gone through the roof. So, but this is what I want to do. I want to get myself a little point and shoot, or a different camera to inspire me to get out and take some more photos. I've got 360 cameras. I bought last year a little retro mini flip. This is kind of fun. This is really only for video. But my main camera that I use for photos outside of my phone, which is the problem, is my Canon M50. And I like using this. I like using it with this 22mm lens because it's fixed. It means you don't have to worry about zooming in and out. It means that it keeps the camera size down. And it does, on this 22mm lens, on the sensor that's in here, kind of gives you that 35mm feel. And 35mm is, if you're not super techie into photography, which I'm sure you probably are if you're watching this, 35mm is what the old point and shoot film cameras were. So, you know, if you ever today still buy a little wind on camera, take photos, those are 35mm. So that standard field of view is 35, and this 22mm lens on here gives you that feel. So I like it. But this camera does weigh 500 grams, and it's not really that pocketable. It's quite wide, as you can see. Now, I'm not against carrying like a sling or something to put cameras in, and I've got various different camera bags, and actually I often use something like this with like a 360 or something as well, so I can take a few cameras around. However, what I want to do is I want to have a small camera that I can pop in my pocket and I can get out and take photos. And yes, I know I can use my phone, but it's not quite the same. And yes, maybe I'm jumping on a bandwagon, maybe I'm just going to create more problems for myself, I don't know. So last week, after watching numerous videos on YouTube, I bought this Canon Canon PowerShot G9. I'll link to some of the videos below which sort of inspired me to get hold of this. But basically, this is this has got an old CCD sensor in it. It's I think this was 12 megapixels. I can't remember what this one is. 12 megapixel camera. It's from 2007, so it's quite old. But I mean, as you can see from the screen on the back, you've got all the, you need to see me, you've got all the usual kind of settings that you'd expect to see on something like this. So you've got full control over the shutter speed, the aperture, you've got custom settings, you've actually got custom color settings on here, which was what ended up drawing me to this, because you can create some custom settings which give you a kind of a film look with the camera, so you can get some quite decent results on the JPEG straight from this camera. Now, I only had it last week. I've only taken it out twice. I'll put some pictures up on the screen. You can see the sort of shots that I got with it. I actually really liked it. The only problem is I bought this secondhand from a company called MPB in the UK. But this here is the zoom sort of switch button, if you like. And as you can see there, it's a little bit sticky. So I was finding if I wanted to just zoom out just a little bit, it was actually zooming out all the way, or if I was trying to zoom in a bit, it would zoom in, and then the button would stick in that position and then it wouldn't focus because it thought it was zooming. A little bit frustrating. So I've requested a returns number. This is going back to MPB. If they've got another one, I might take it, or I may end up having to go to a G9X or a G10 or something, but I think I'm going to go for another PowerShot. If you're interested to see how I get on, if I get another one of these or a different model, then please subscribe, come back, and yeah, actually put some comments below, camera you think I should get, and I'll see you in another video soon.